Wake up. The screen flickers. The game begins. You were thrown into this world without a tutorial, without a manual, without a guide to tell you what to do. Yet here you are, dropped into the chaos, forced to figure it out as you go. This is the game of life. And most people, they don't even realize they're playing. They stumble through the levels aimlessly, grinding mindlessly in dead-end quests, wasting their most valuable currency, time, on things that don't matter. They treat life like a spectator sport, watching others climb the leaderboard while they rot in mediocrity. They complain about the cards they were dealt, the character they were born with, the so-called unfairness of the game. But winners don't waste time crying. Winners play the game. The question is, will you? Lesson 1. Understanding the game of life. Life is a game, not a cruel accident, not a meaningless cycle of suffering, not a prison, a game. And like every game, it has rules, objectives, and strategies. If you understand these rules, you can play to win. If you ignore them, you get played. Most people go through life like a lost NPC, non-playable characters, programmed by their environment, blindly following a script written for them by others. They never take control of the game. They never pick up the controller. But you are the main character. And today, you start playing with intention. Rule number 1. This is a single-player game. No one is coming to save you. No one is handing you the victory screen. You are the one behind the controls. You control the movement. You control the strategy. You control your next action. Yes, you can form alliances, team up with others, build connections. But at the end of the day, you are responsible for your own success. No one else can level up for you. No one else can grind for you. No one else can develop your skills, gain your knowledge, or fight your battles. Everything in this game is on you. Your success, your failure, your progress. And that's not a burden. That's freedom. Because if everything is on you, then nothing is stopping you from rising. Rule number 2. Your character is yours to build. Some of us were born with a head start. Others spawned in with nothing. But what matters isn't where you started. It's how you level up. Your strength, your intelligence, your wealth, your influence, all of it can be increased. The weak stay weak because they refuse to train. The strong become stronger because they never stop grinding. And you don't need permission to start leveling up. No one can stop you from learning a new skill. No one can stop you from hitting the gym and strengthening your body. No one can stop you from studying strategy, making better decisions, or mastering your emotions. You're not stuck with the default settings. You're not trapped in the starting level. You are evolving. You are upgrading. You are building a version of yourself that cannot be stopped. The only question is, will you commit to the grind? Rule number 3. Resources are meant to be maximized: time, money, knowledge, energy. These are the currencies of the game. Waste them, and you stay stuck at the bottom. Invest them wisely, and you buy your freedom. Every second you scroll mindlessly, every dollar you blow on nonsense, every day wasted doing nothing, you are choosing to stay weak. But when you learn how to manage your resources, the game changes. Time becomes your greatest weapon. Money becomes your tool, not your master. Knowledge compounds, stacking like an infinite XP multiplier. Most people waste their resources. They blow their in-game currency on meaningless side quests, parties, distractions, cheap entertainment. But winners, they stack their resources. They invest, they train, they create, they multiply their wealth, their health, their power. They move with purpose. Are you playing to win, or are you playing to pass the time? Rule number 4. Set your own win condition. Most players never win because they never define what winning looks like. They drift through life, following someone else's script, never asking themselves what they actually want. The greatest trap in this game is thinking you have to follow someone else's path. You don't. Success isn't one size fits all. Maybe for you, it's building an empire. Maybe it's achieving complete freedom. Maybe it's reaching a level of discipline and mastery that makes you unstoppable. But you have to choose your objective. You have to decide what winning means. And then, you grind until you get there. Rule number 5. The game doesn't pause. There is no reset button, no save file to reload, no do-over. Every second that passes is one you'll never get back. And while most people waste their lives waiting for the right time to start, waiting for motivation to hit, waiting for things to magically improve, winners take action. They understand that time is the most valuable resource in the game, and they refuse to waste it. Because the game keeps moving, with or without you. The only question is, are you leveling up, or are you being left behind? The hard truth. Most players quit before they even get started. They get stuck in the early levels and assume that's all there is. They complain about the difficulty settings instead of figuring out the cheat codes hidden in plain sight. They waste their lives on side quests that lead nowhere, instead of marching toward the final boss version of themselves. But not you. You see the game for what it is. You understand the rules. And now, you have a choice. You can either sit on the sidelines, watching others play, or you can take control. You can pick up the controller, sharpen your strategy, and dominate the game. No more excuses. No more waiting. No more living life like an NPC. The screen is on. The controller is in your hands. It's time to move.